Good morning. It is Thursday. It's the 15th of August, and our reading is from Deuteronomy 1:11. May Yahweh, the God of your fathers, increase you 1,000-fold more than you are and bless you just as he promised. Now, contextually here, this is talking about Moses when he was feeling overwhelmed leading the people of Israel, which I suspect was probably pretty consistent, and God directed him to get a group of men under him to help support him in ministering to the people. And we also are called to minister to one another because life can be overwhelming. And we are also to pray for growth of the church, growth of the body of Christ, growth of our own community of believers, that they would grow not so much in numbers, because that's not the true growth, but grow in terms of spiritual maturity. That's why we're called to disciple and be discipled, because that's how we grow in spiritual maturity. And God's responsibility is the numbers. God's responsibility is salvation. And God gives us the responsibility in dependency on the Spirit to care for one another, so that no one, and especially the leaders of the body, don't find themselves like poor Moses, overwhelmed by the burden, because we all need to support that. We're all called to be ministers. That doesn't mean we're all called to be preachers or pastors, but we all are called to minister to one another, to pray for and minister to those the Lord has placed over us, to even minister and care for the unbelievers he puts in our path so that they might become believers. So, just as every one of you, male and female alike, are a priest, just as every one of you is a saint, just as every one of you is an overcomer, just as we are all witnesses, what kind is another question, we are all called to be ministers to one another and to care for the body, and accordingly have a ministerial day. And I will see you again tomorrow.